This is the Zhongshan Bridge, once one of Taipei's most beautiful landmarks, but that was before the original structure was controversially taken down some 20 years ago, and a new one constructed in its place. These days, few locals remember the bridge.
没有哎，这是很久以前的吗？
是台北吗？
对，
没有看过。
这是南投吧？台北？
Originally built during the 1930s, during the Japanese colonial period, it was known as the Meiji Bridge, after the Japanese emperor. By the 1990s, after typhoons caused flooding upstream, the bridge, whose heritage was already a point of contention, became the subject of further debate among politicians and the city's Water Resources Agency that said tearing down the bridge would reduce flooding. The bridge was eventually demolished in 2002 under then Taipei Mayor Ma Ying-jeou, a member of the Kuomintang, or Chinese Nationalist Party, who went on to become president of Taiwan.
At that time, the nationalist government conceptualized the bridge as a symbol of oppression, which was a bit ridiculous. Additionally, another reason has to do with flooding, which obviously was also an exaggeration.
Ma promised to rebuild the bridge at a new location within a year. But 22 years and several changes in government later, the historic bridge remains in ruins under this highway bypass. Local city councilors are now pushing for its reconstruction.
其实历任的，就是说有4位市长，那再来，其实过去也有非常多的市议员都有在关注。那如果能够把中山桥这个议题完成，然后也能够让他们更能够理解过去台湾的历史的脉络是什么，我觉得这个是我们想要做的事情。
But there are more complexities to Taiwan's understanding of its history than the preservation of a colonial structure. This is the office of the President of Taiwan. It's one of the most important buildings left over from Japan's 50-year colonization in the early 1900s. And as the seat of government, it's also at the heart of Taiwanese national identity. People here are still debating the place of Japanese colonial rule in their heritage. It's a highly politicized issue, with opinions often divided among party and generational lines. After World War II, during Taiwan's authoritarian period, the nationalist government tore down several Japanese buildings, replacing them with those in a Chinese style, while more contemporary efforts focus on preserving their original appearance.
Demolition or restoration is just the surface, but what's really important is the political implication of urban heritage and to express our diversified understanding of history and identities.
其实这座桥它作为一个硬体的物质，反映了在台湾非常复杂的国家和历史的认同。光是这件事情，其实也是值得好好被论述和对待。那就我的认知，就是有关于日本时代的历史的不同的评价，还有在情感方面的一些对于象征物的处理方式的决策，才是比较重要的重点。
For now, the remains of the historical bridge remain where they lie, near forgotten and unrecognized. Their fate dependent on a new set of politicians, tasked with weighing how to define their value in a changing city. Eason, Chen, and Gorin for TaiwanPlus.